Friends, have you ever thought that silence could be a strength? In today's inspiring story, we will learn how Gautama Buddha taught us that silence can become our greatest power. So stay with us on this journey. If you're new to our channel, be disciplined. Please subscribe, like the video, and tell us in the comments what you understand from this lesson. Gautama Buddha arrived with his disciples at a peaceful village. The villagers were delighted to see him and sat around him, eager to learn something new from his wisdom. In the midst of this, a young man named Arun came to him. His face was filled with anger, and he had numerous complaints on his mind. Arun was a thoughtful but restless young man. Arun said to Buddha, "Guruji, whenever I speak to people, it feels like they don't understand me. I fail to convey my thoughts, and arguments and misunderstandings keep growing everywhere. Please tell me, is there a solution to this?" Buddha smiled and asked, "Do you truly wish to listen rather than speak?" Buddha then shared a story with Arun to calm him. He said, "Many years ago in a village, there was an elderly man whom everyone respected. One day, a young man went to him and said, 'Baba, I want people to listen to and respect my words. What should I do to make my words impactful?' The elderly man smiled and replied, 'Son, first, learn to be silent. Those who speak less and listen more have words that reach deep and touch people's hearts.'" Buddha explained the essence of the story to Arun, saying, "If you want depth in your words, first learn the art of silence." If you're grasping Buddha's teaching, then subscribe to Be Disciplined now and like this video. This lesson could bring new direction to your life. Buddha then said to Arun and the disciples, "Come, let's try an experiment today." They went to the riverbank. Buddha picked up a small pebble and asked, "If I drop this in the water, what will happen?" Arun replied, "Guruji, the pebble will sink and the ripples will come down after a while." Buddha smiled and threw the pebble into the water. The ripples rose for a few moments and then gradually became still. Buddha said to Arun, "See, our thoughts are like this pebble. If we remain silent and let them settle, they won't disturb us. If we always try to voice our thoughts, agitation and restlessness increase within us. By staying silent, we can keep our minds calm and deep." Then Buddha brought a bucket of water and said to Arun, "Hold this bucket and see how long you can lift it." Arun lifted the bucket, but soon his hands started to tire. Eventually, he set the bucket down and said to Buddha, "Guruji, this bucket was getting heavier. I can't hold it any longer." Buddha looked at him and smiled, saying, "This is exactly the state of our thoughts. If you keep holding on to them constantly, you'll feel exhausted. Let them go, release them, so you can feel lighter. By staying silent, you can empty your mind and experience peace." Buddha then shared another story. Years ago, there was a monk who never spoke. People looked down upon him, but he always kept a smile on his face. One day, a king asked him, "Why don't you ever speak?" The monk smiled and replied, "The power of silence is greater than the power of speech. When I stay silent, I feel the peace within myself." Buddha explained, "Arun, like that monk, if we control our thoughts, we can use our energy in the right direction. That is true strength." Gradually, Arun began to understand the depth of Buddha's message. Bowing at Buddha's feet, he said, "Guruji, I now realize that silence is the true strength. I will adopt this lesson and strive to stay calm in my life." Buddha smiled and said, "Remember, my son, silence is not just absence of words. It's an art of self-control. Embrace it, and you will attain profound peace in your life." So friends, this story teaches us that silence is a precious art. When we stay silent, we can better understand our energy and experience true peace. If you feel inspired by this story, subscribe to the Be Disciplined channel, like the video, and share in the comments what you learned from this story. Remember, silence is not just a lack of words, it is a strength. Thank you.